So, once again, this is Vicarian. Not me, but him. We're both Vicarian, I guess. And, he's 6 years old. He's very smart, you see. He hasn't learned how to read yet, and he doesn't know how to add or subtract, but he's already studying computer science because somehow we lucked into that. I don't know. It was an option. And somehow we ended up going for it. I was thinking, it's like, oh man, do they even use these kind of projectors anymore in schools? I don't imagine they would. I don't see a reason why you would need it, but man, there has to be some schools where they still use them. Okay, the VHS tape, though, that's definitely not in anymore. But considering he's 6 years old and stuff like that, yeah, this is probably meant to be, like, people my age-ish. Alright, so let's go into our Bree map. We have 85 points we can assign. Because we can... And we need to get 1,000 intelligence. We need to double our intelligence in order to pursue computer programming. I also learned some things from last time. I do remember, like, I kept surrounding the bubbles on these. Like, oh yeah, if you unlock all the ones around it, it'll unlock the center one. No, you actually have to purchase the center one, and it unlocks everything around it. It was the opposite. So with that in mind, try and get through here and see what we can find. Good. Knowledge points are probably good because then we could pick up more courses. But I'm trying to increase that intelligence as much as I can. Yeah, okay, that's all our brain points. All we can do. Did I just skip class? Did you play nice with everyone? Sometimes it's hard to be nice. But there's this one kid who's really mean. He's funny, so everyone still talks to him. Oh yeah, I can have that idea. You know, the one kid who always like, oh man, punches down with all of his jokes, but for some reason, because you're in like grade school, it wins him the accolades and applause of all of his peers, and he becomes super popular. And you just sit there and take it because you really don't have anything to fire back with because you're not nearly as funny as he is and don't have the self-esteem to stand up for yourself. They've gotten a bit personal with that. I understand your frustration, but trust me, getting popular that way won't last long. Just through high school, so, you know, the next 10 years, 12 years of your life. And being nice doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean you have to be lame. If you figure out how to be both funny and polite, I guarantee everyone will want to be friends with you. New expectation. Raise your charm. Born to make a good first impression, so work on your presence. 3 turns left. Gain... how much? Expectation? Get 100 charm. I gotta get 100 imagination in. I don't see that happening. Let's see. Well, I can't do any... I go back to the school and I can't... Guess we're just watching cartoons. Which does not improve my imagination for some reason. That improves my memory. It means I'm memorizing the cartoons, not learning any sort of imagination from them. It's sort of correct, I guess. I don't... don't have enough knowledge to learn any new skills. Mastered computer literacy. Learn all of, like, mastering math. One thing left over. Slide. Slide. I can relate to that. Which is more? I don't know, I just want to eat it. So when you get the thumbs up versus the thumbs down, you get an extra bonus to your skill ups. What essentially that means. You only get a +1 on that. I failed. Welcome to school, where schooling happens. Tap an insight neuron to reveal nearby neurons. Okay, there's charm. Empathy. What can I do down here? Trying to figure out here how I can get. I don't have a lot of charm options. You have some extra things I can pick up there that don't really help. Pursuit of charm and imagination. Let's see. I guess I could just pick up some knowledge then. Oh, there's some more magic. Here's where they all. Trixie. Trixie. I can learn basic operators though, at least. You see Bobby off by herself again. She also sees you. Hey! Want to see me do a scene? I've been practicing one from the Dino movie. Yeah, sure. What up? What's up, Bobby? Nothing. Just want to try this scene out. Ahem. She does her best voice and pose and everything. Debbie, you gotta give me that shotgun. Because if you don't, that lizard out there is going to eat our children. Wow, Debbie, you really pulled out all the stops on that. Thanks! That was pretty good. You think so? Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course it is. I've been working on it all week. So, I've been meaning to ask, would you ever want to hang out outside of school? Yeah, sure. I mean, who's my best bud with the ducky? It's Bobby. Of course you can come over sometime. Maybe next week? Oh, I was thinking, like, now? I have to get away from my parents. Like, ASAP. Something's happened. Oh, great. Yeah, let's set it up. He's obviously overjoyed. It's almost off-putting how happy she is. You make plans to hang out in the future. Blanket forts! What are my expectations doing? One more day to raise my imagination. I don't think it's gonna happen. Sure. Schedule. Have much. we're all done. Basic operators. It'd probably be good to learn how to do math before I, finish my computer programming, or my programming. And then we'll slide as a reward. Always nice to have a little reward with the slide. What? That's right. I mean, if you're using JavaScript and it thinks those two are strings, then absolutely. It's called declaring your variables properly here. 2 plus 2 absolutely is 22 if they're both strings. Man, I can relate to that. I remember when I was a kid, I was terrified of slides. They would just go so fast. Like, unless you went on like one of the small ones, there was like always one that was really fast. You went on it too long, and it was too long of a slide. You'd build up too much speed, and I'd always get freaked out. Well, I actually was one of those kids that was like really scared of the really tall slides. Eventually, I would figure out I also was just afraid of heights in general, so that probably wasn't helping. That's a multiplication. I failed to raise my imagination. But I'm almost done with charm. That's something, right? Green points. There, I fulfilled that. That made the pokes happy. Good. I'm gonna get all the way over here. Did I get anything else that was any really good over here? That's empathy. I don't really need empathy. Grabbing some knowledge here so I can skill on my intelligence. Ooh. Enough to get this, right? Super knowledge. Perfecto. I have the super knowledge. And I can learn my multiplication tables. And I'm only 7. Still don't know how to read, though. Let's see how far we can get without learning how to read. We need 750 memory to learn how to read. So we need like another 250 memory. But we only need another 110 intelligence. And we'll be able to do computer programming. Don't ask me how that's going to work. You and Bobby hang out in your room. Thanks for having me over. I can't really talk about things I like. I can't really talk about any of the things I like at home. Oh, please tell me this isn't about to get dark. Why not? Oh, not a big deal. Both my parents went into the army and are really pushing me to, sign up. You're 7. Is that normally a conversation 7-year-olds have? Because I honestly don't remember the army recruitment guy showing up at my kindergarten. Maybe it's a state by state thing. I don't know. They think me wanting to be an actor is silly. Well, it is silly, but that's what makes it fun. Ask where she's from. Down the street. Why they think it's silly. Why do they think it's silly? I don't know, maybe... They tell me I should do something real, but like, acting is real, right? I guess! Exactly! He sings show tunes with you for a few hours before eventually heading out. See you next time, friendo! The moment you come through the door... Alright, hotshot. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? I mean, logically it would be footsteps, correct? Like, I believe that's the answer to that riddle. You don't leave time behind when you take time. You don't leave money behind when you take money. Oh yeah, footsteps, right? About right. Are you footsteps? Huh, that's right. You got it. Now, what is it that belongs to you, but is more used by others? Oh, that's easy. My name. No, this one. My name? Nice. You got it. Now, don't get complacent. Make sure the mind is sharp, alright? Raise my memory. I don't want to raise my memory. Well, I guess... There. I'm a quarter of the way done with the challenge. Give me some blanket fort time in, since I have 3 activities I can do. Let's see here. Well, my happiness is pretty good. I could probably just do a day of multiplication table for all that. Finish getting all that done. Dang. Brother's got him some math skills. Not a math skill issue. But you got it right the first time. The problems have not changed. There we go. We've almost got enough to do computer programming. Of course, we need 520 knowledge to unlock it, but... Geometry and sociology. Knowledge hex. Reduces the knowledge cost of all currently available skills by 10%. That ain't bad. Although I always find it whenever they introduce a new thing, it's never on the board right away. Not enough brain points. Wow, really brained out on that one. But enough to get geometry. And I'm ever so closer to getting that programming. I want to see if I can become a computer programmer before I finish grade school. Still got a few years left. We're in, what, 2nd grade now? But depending on where you live, either have 3 or 4 more years. Because some places, elementary school stops at 6th grade and some stops at 5th grade. You learned something too today. You and Bobby go to the movies with her father. What are your intentions with my daughter? The film ends up being some war movie. We're hoping for something more fun. What are these? The Velvet Girls? I'm assuming it's supposed to be a play on the Spice Girls, but like Velvet. Not even a. I mean, wouldn't it be better to be like the Herb Girls and have them all like, right? Spices and herbs. I don't know. They all have it's up. Now, wasn't that a rousing adventure behind enemy lines? Yeah. Bobby's father turns to you. What did you think of it? I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not a big fan of war movies. I've never really liked war movies. They're not really fun. Huh, you're kidding, right? Adventure, desperation, camaraderie among brothers. It had everything. Hey, where'd you find this kid, Roberta? I have asked you to call me Bobby so many times. So I've got to hit the latrine. Be back in a jiff. Heads off, leaving you two alone. Sorry about him. I mean, he seems alright. I just don't share his interests, but... I mean, he seems passionate about it. He didn't really seem intense. He seems kind of cool. Like, he's really kind of chill about the whole thing. He's not like, hey, soldiers! Isn't this the greatest movie of all time? Not a problem. He seems cool. He's not... I can't wait for middle school. I'm doing so many more after-school things. Stay out of the house as much as I can. I'm a little afraid of middle school. Gonna be a lot of changes and those kids beating me up. I'm actually pretty scared of middle school. All the kids, old kids, will be way older, and everyone will be new. Be silly. I'll be there, so you won't need anyone else. He grabs her hand and goes out in front until Dad comes out of the bathroom. Maybe the most childlike thing you've ever did before middle school. What, go to a movie? Have I not been to see a movie until this point? That's nice, but I can't use the city map yet. Link it forward. And ink. For geometry. Hopefully this will get us. Well, I got the proud parents in the range thing. Let's see if I could buy anything with pride. Sounds like I'm making a deal with the devil. Really, it's just asking your parents for stuff, so... kinda. Bobby is hanging out in front of the school. Bobby gives you a smile. Looks like she might have been waiting for you. Hey! Gives you a slow, sad wave. This is the end of the school year. Ooh. I didn't think it hit me this hard. Things ending are always sad. Yeah, I'm down too. Don't be down. The future is just terrifying. You're not helping, Bobby. Yeah, horrifying. Ultra super scary. The most scary. Most scary. Oh, we gotta get a class, so I guess I'll see you next year? Of course. Next year. I look forward to it. Bobby heads off as elementary school comes to close. Pretty sure. That's a bit early, ain't it? Got it. Fractions and decimals. Well, let's brain map it up. Ooh. Trying to see if I can get enough for that programming. I'm very, very close. Yes! Aha, I did it. We're going to be computer programmers before we finish school and learn how to read. It was like that. Do I have any expectations? Oh, raise my memory. Right. Buy my computer programming. You see the middle-aged computer science teacher at the arcade cabinet again. Hey there. Thanks for the other day. Never introduced myself, did I? Neil Snyder. You ever have a question about computer science, programming, anything like that? I owe you. Well, I was reading a bit about code and stuff, and... Well, this is tricky. Would it be more important to learn about booleans or nulls? Tempting. Because nulls are the source of a lot of problems, especially early. The booleans are more useful in terms of what you can use them for, in my opinion. I use a lot in my job. Let's do it with booleans. What's a boolean? Also, it's a weird term. I mean, how often do you actually come across that used outside of programming for a true-false value? Well, that's just fancy speak for a binary choice. No, yes, 1, 0, right, wrong, on, off. That's boolean. Get it? Sort of. Don't worry, this stuff isn't that hard. You'll get it eventually. We taught a computer to do it, so it can't be that difficult. They're just rocks with lightning in them. You're young. Us old fogies that are afraid of you youngins. You'll be better at this all than me in a few years. His smile turns kind of sad. He leaves you with your own devices. Aww. I could do around the school? No? Okay. Find your parents painting the wall in the living room. This is not the living room. Hey kiddo, want to lend us a hand? Sure. Sure, why not? Grab a brush and help. What's the weird blue tape for? That's guide tape. It helps us not paint things we don't want to. Ah. Makes sense. That makes sense to you, but you struggled with booleans. You should always learn everything you can about any skill you can. Being versatile is an advantage. Keep that in mind. Right, gotcha. Versamatile. Requests. You can go to Quackland. It's Quackland. Gives me 100 memory, 100 imagination, and 10 happiness. And I just finished elementary school. Be more useful than clothes. I don't have enough to get any of those. So yeah, Quackland it is. Here we are, traveling to Quackland. Quack, quack, quack. Isn't that right, Duck-tective? Yes, I know. Quackland, where dreams are made. There's Quacky, and there's Bun Bun, and there's Ice Cream, and there's the Tower of Terror. I guess. That was fun! I've learned computer repair. I'm 9 years old. Raise your memory fulfilled. That's the other reason I did that. Okay, but I'm still in elementary school here. So I'm confused. Gotta learn new skills. Charm going. I want to make sure I get lots of knowledge because I need. Need those points. I also jump down to the next map, which. No, it doesn't. That was a terrible new map. Well, at least I was able to learn some stuff here. We've got enough to get both fractions and decimals and sociology, which gets me... fills my expectation. One of your parents is reading the newspaper. This can only end badly. The headline reads, Physical activity of the nation's youth at an all-time low. Oh no. Father, we've been over this. The newspaper is not a reliable source of information. They shoot you a look. Boy. I'm very active. Thank you very much. I'm not one of the kids from this article. I love moving around. I move from my desk to my mini fridge. Repeatedly. In fact, you always complain I spend too much time outside and not enough studying. Ooh, good comeback. Like that one. Well, how about we go outside together today and play some ball? I want to learn computer repair. I haven't learned to read yet. Pride store. Enough to get gallery tickets, which would give me the art skill. Gives me listening to music. This just unlocks board games. Which, to be fair, would fit the whole nerd factor. But what do these give me? It gives me extra brain caps. It gives me extra action caps. It gives me a schedule slot, but I can't afford that. Clothes I want? To be fair, this is more or less what I... Where's the one that looks... Yeah, that looks about what I grew up wearing. So I like those colors better. Heck yeah. Also give me that model and kit. And snakes and ladders. Cannot. I have mastered the art of blanket forts. It only takes 3 to do computer programming. Excellent. What does it take to learn board games? I'll do some board games too. Board games are very good to learn. I don't see why I get minus happiness for doing this. I love computer programming. I have a lot of fun doing it. Hey, well, I almost had, for a second there, I had 1337 intelligence. Perfect for computer. Oh, jeez. Apparently, if you're bad at snakes and ladders, you summon forth actual snakes. I'm not smart enough to get my algebra yet. I need brain power. Also, I need activity power because Mom and Dad demand it of me. Not a great board. And that's it. Halfway through on the physical stuff, though. Okay. So the 9-year-old is going to learn psychology. He hasn't learned to read, but we're going to learn psychology. I have got to be the most messed up little kid. Aren't you a little young to be programming a computer program? Aren't you a narcissist? Kid, sorry to say it, but you must be stopped. All right. Nowhere near any of those. These are physique. Oh, we've raised up our stats a little bit. Oh, it's time for our exam. Ready to move on to the next life stage. Select 6 attributes in a single tap. Earn a Flow power-up. Flow collects all attributes in a row or column. Would collect all of those? Nice. Oh yeah, I should probably be purchasing some. That doesn't help me at all. Five. Do this, I can. Yeah, there we go. Those. Okay, how can I do fast reading if I never learned how to read in the first place? Really a great op. Ah, that's a good one. For so verbs again. Weird that I know how to do verbs, despite the fact that I don't know how to read. I get the feeling that not learning how to read is going to be one of those things that, as time progresses, is more and more disjointed with the reality around us. Doesn't stop me wanting to see how far I can take it, though. Oh. Oh, we only have one turn left. Oh. Oh. Wow. Right. We need 2 more yellow, and we can get this, which should give us enough to at least get into A territory. Ooh. We almost really messed this up. Oh wait, no, no, no. No, don't end the exam. There. Now you can end the exam. Yay, we got an A. Barely. Now we're in middle school.